Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to our Saturday pop-up call. This is where we're going to be learning and earning. Learning and earning. Good morning, Cher, all the way in California on a Saturday in the West Coast. 7 o'clock in the morning. Dedication. Ooh. Hey, Siri, play Nipsey Hussle, Dedication. You'll need to unlock your iPhone first. Come on now, you messed it up, Siri. Come on, Siri. Play, play Nipsey Hussle Dedication on YouTube. Hold on. This is messing it up. Cher is up on Saturday at 7 a.m. on Zoom with her camera on. With her camera on.
I missed the last Saturday call, but
Excuses.
I watched the recording, so I'm like, oh, let me show up in this call.
Let's go. You hear that? I don't know if you guys know who Nipsey is. Cher, you're from Cali, you know Nipsey. But no, that's some real dedication actually. And that's really, rest in peace, absolutely. It's definitely some real dedication. And to have you here on a Saturday morning up, it's beautiful. Thank you, Cher. Thank you for showing up. So let's go ahead and get started. That was recorded too, guys. OMG. OMG. All right. Let's get it, guys. So this is the learning and earning phase, okay? Know everything, take action while you're learning. We're going to be talking about that, you guys, okay? So we're going to be um learning. We're going to be earning over these next 6 months of our life. We want to earn at an extremely high level. You're getting paid to learn, but you also don't want to wait to know everything, right? You pretty much want to take action while you're learning, pretty much, right? So for example, if you're within your first 30, 60, or 90 days, or maybe you've been here a little longer, that is totally okay. However, it is imperative to understand that I want to learn as quickly as possible so I can earn as fast as possible at the same time, right? So I've always told people that you should want to have the mindset of just slingshot. And you guys remember we were kids and we get the rubber band in class, or our brothers or siblings, or maybe that was my generation, but we would put the piece of paper at the end of the rubber band and then sling it forward and it would pop somebody in the back of their head or something. Slingshot yourself forward, in other words. So when I say slingshot yourself forward, put yourself in position to go fast, quick, in a hurry now, right? Put yourself in position to not miss out on anything else in life. Put yourself in a position to not have to say no anymore as fast as possible. Put yourself in position of not having to hold off your goals, or buying that house or remodeling or putting your mom in a home, or putting your grandmother in a very good care, or making sure she has a paid on-site home nurse, whatever it is that you desire for your family or for yourself, or things that you guys are sick and tired of being. Listen, I don't know how many of you on this call are ever been in a place where you were sick and tired of being sick and tired, but I was one of those. I was that young girl who got exposed to real life at an early age. I was the girl at 21, 22, 19, raising a child, right? I didn't know what it was like to live the dorm college dorm life. I went to college for 2 years. I didn't graduate. I never said I went to college. I tried the college thing. Being a mom, having kids that are dropped off at somebody's house because I'm in school, it wasn't making me any money. And not only was it not making me any money, but I was in an abusive relationship at that time with a drug dealer, right? I come from the environment where, if you have a drug dealer, you're winning. right? If your man is a drug dealer, let's be honest here, you guys, right? We always talk about like the success. That was my mindset. That was the environment I was around, right? And at 18, 17, right? I had my first child at 17, and then I had my second child at 19. I have two children before the age of 20. I'm a baby raising babies, right? I am not new to this. I am true to this, right? And I say that to say, in that environment with this guy, we are in good terms now. That is my child's father. I always will have, love for that individual, but we just outgrow things. We move on. We see another side and we never look back. Hello, right? So with all that being said, I say that to say for me to be in that environment, right? And to be exposed to um, drug dealers and the streets and fast money and being so young and only 18, 19, 20, 21, just seeing things I should never have seen, like hearing about a lot of people getting killed, or just my child's father risking his life every day in the streets. You have to carry a gun everywhere you go. That's very scary. Like everywhere I go with you, I have to look to the left and to the right. I don't even feel safe. I don't even feel safe with you because if you guys know, those people don't trust anybody. They don't even trust themselves, right? So with all that being said, that's where I came from. And not only that, because I was in that environment, this is what makes it even worse. I was supposed to be that girl that, oh, she had her kids young. She was fast. No, I just had a long relationship and I was just very loyal and I just knew no better. Um, all the things, statistics, Section 8, food stamps, public housing. I don't know about you guys, but I took advantage of the EBT. I sure did. When I was 18, 19, 20, I was getting my EBT. I sure was, right? But then I was like, wait a second. Like these people think like I'm just like a statistic to the system. Like I'm just this young colored girl who have kids young, who's just supposed to live off the government, and her guy's a drug dealer, and that like the ghetto, the hood. That was my environment. But you're not going to categorize me. You're not going to statisticize or whatever you want to call it. You're not going to put me in that statistic. I realized early and I worked my way out of that statistic very quickly because you weren't going to put me in that category at all, right? Who I was and what I did doesn't define me. But Caitlin, why are you even telling us this? Why are we here? Well, we're here because how many of you guys are sick and tired of being sick and tired? Because I know I was. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was sick and tired of having to be abused because I had no money and I couldn't leave. I was sick and tired of being broke. I was sick and tired of not having enough money to buy my son pull-ups when he was like 2 years old, 3 years old. I was sick and tired of like barely having money to put just a full gas tank. Most people can't even go to the pump and just fill it up. They have to halfway it. They gotta quarter tank it, quarter to a tank full it. Like just the luxury of being able to spend a little extra to fill the tank up. Like it was the things in life that inconvenienced me so bad. And not only did it inconvenience me physically in my physical modalities of life and just moving around and getting around and just being a young adult, but also mentally. I mean, completely broke me mentally. I mean, your girl thought she went crazy. Like, can I be honest with you guys? Like, I was that girl that was questioning, like, what's my purpose? Because I went through so much so young. And you guys know, here I am at 26, and I've overcame a lot at the same time. And I want you guys to understand that if you're in a place where you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you're in a place where you just feel like I cannot get ahead, I want to blow my brains out. If you feel like, oh my goodness, I can't figure this out. I just want to escape. If you feel like I just want to give up, this is not for me. If you like I've had every single one of those feelings a long time ago, actually, but I'm only 26. You know what I mean? So that's why I say I've been through so much and I've had lived literally like a cat that lived 9 lives. Like, so I've been exposed to a lot of things and I know what depression looks like. You can't fool me on this call or when I get on the phone with you and convince me you're not a depressed individual. You know why? Because Caitlin was depressed. You cannot get on the call with me and think I don't notice that you're flustered. Why? Because I've been flustered on all occasions. You cannot get on the call with me and think I don't realize and notice envy or coveting spirits, in other words, if you're biblical speaking, because I used to be envious and had coveting spirits. You cannot confuse me or get on the phone with me and think I don't sense this or that. Why? Because I've had those emotions. I've been there. I've done that. I've experienced that. Right. So, what am I telling you guys? I'm telling you guys that it's normal. But like at one point, are you tired? At one point, are you just sick of it? At one point, are you just ready for change? At one point, do you just say, F it, I'm going to the next level? At one point, do you just say, I'm cutting everybody off and I'm going ghost for 6 months in my room, locking in? I'm not going outside. I'll go get my food. I'll make sure I eat, drink my water, my spring water. I'll make sure I eat healthy. I'll get to the gym. I'll work out. Other than that, I'm inside. I am locked in. You won't see me outside. They're gonna be like, who is that? Like, who is she? I never, yeah, you're right. You're never gonna see me because I am not of the world. I am in this world. Mm, mm. And of the world means being exposed of the world, and we know what we live in 2025. I don't know if you guys know where we're at in 2025. I don't know if you guys can see what the world, from the government, from our presidents, to the this our systems, the police system. I mean, everything. I'm not a political person and I don't be watching that stuff and because they don't pay my bills. So, I might not be like terminated, like spitting it out correctly. It's just not my thing. But yeah, you kind of want to know what's happening and you kind of hear what's happening. And it's just like, this is very ugly. But I am not of this world. The Lord told me a long time, I'm God's child, right? I'm God's child. By all means, am I perfect? Do I cuss from time to time? Yes. I didn't say I'm a pastor. I said I'm God's child. And so I know for a fact that I'm just in this world and I'm not of this world. And when I realized that a long time ago, while everybody else is doing everything backwards, oh, backwards, like you're depressed and you're telling people you don't need therapy. You don't need therapy? Yes, you do. You need therapy. You're not perfect. I get therapy. I'm not perfect. So, like, why are you going to continue to be of the world in the depression, in the environments that aren't serving you? So, of the world, what is an environment that's not serving you? For some, it could be people that are always like, let's go outside and do shit that's not going to make me any money, right? Or, maybe it's the people that call you and all they do is talk about other people. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I want to talk about me. We can talk about me and where I'm going. Sure. Nothing wrong with that. I love myself. I love what I've overcome. I'm very proud of who I am, right? I'm very proud of what I've created. I'm very proud of the sacrifices I made. Oh, and don't let those people come around you guys. Don't let them people come around you that try to make you feel below because you are just somebody that sees more aware. You're more aware now. You had to literally, like, people don't realize like saying no is depressing because you want to do it. You want to go have fun. You want to go be a part of this, but it's not what God wants for you. It's not what's ordained over my life. And if I do those things, I wouldn't be in this world. I'd be of the world. And the Lord told me not to be of this world, right? So where am I going with this? How can I separate myself from the masses as quick as possible? And how can I understand as quick as possible how to get to where I need to go as quick as possible? Slingshotting myself forward. And when you have the awareness and you start looking around at everybody around you, and you're like, man, that person's depressed. Man, I really wish I could help them out of their depression, but there's only so much I can do, right? Or maybe, man, that person, like, they've been working that job for 15 years and man, they're so tired. Like, they look bad. Like, they aged really fast, Um, all the things. And it's like, dang, I really want to help this person, but like they don't really like, they're not willing to sacrifice. It's not that they don't see the vision. They're just not willing to sacrifice. They're just too comfortable, right? Or, I mean, there's so many different scenarios I could hit at. But when you become next level aware, I want to inform you and make you aware now that, you know, it will be very, very, very sad times. There will be times where it's like, man, like this journey to the next level of locking in, cutting out all distractions, this journey to the next level, it's a beautiful thing, but it's not just a beautiful thing. It also can cause like some down sadness in you because you start to realize it's the friends, the people you loved most, or the environments that you loved most that you have to cut out. And it feels like you're by yourself. It feels like you're in this alone. Like, yeah, you have insurance agents in the community with you. Yeah, you have business partners. But at the end of the day, those sacrifices you're making alone. I'm not making those sacrifices for you. I'm just telling you what I was able to do to get to where I'm at. It's up to you to decide, right? But nobody's going to be holding your hand when you're having to let go of those environments that no longer served you. Nobody's going to be holding your hand when you finally say, I'm sick of tired of being sick and tired. Nobody's going to hold your hand when you finally decide to go all in. And that's the hurtful part because you're gonna feel 100% alone. But you're gonna have so many people around you telling you, you're not alone. I'm here. You got a whole community. That's normal because it's the free and inner things that we can't teach you. We can teach you, but we can't do for you. It's the free things in life. And when I say free, it's the meditating, it's the personal developing, reading the books, listening to the podcasts of the doctors and the people that have some sense, and the people, even just the people that you would desire to think, live, or have money like. I want to talk, walk, spit, drink, and pee like them. Everything. I want to do everything like them. You know why I want to do everything like them? Because I love their relationships. They have the most powerful relationships in their life. They have the most amazing connections in their life. Oh, and they're so they eat the most amazing. They have so much like they're so disciplined. Like all of us want to live for a long time, right? We know that we won't do that by not eating fruits and vegetables on a daily. Come on, let's be honest. So, for people that are very strict in their health, wow, I want to do everything like them because, like, wow, like they're just so youthful, like just glass skin, and they're like so young and youthful. Like, you know, they're gonna have a lot of years here. Or maybe it's somebody that just has all the resources that I have, or has all the options. They have all the opportunities. They have the convenience. Convenience to me, you guys hear me talk about this all the time. Convenience to me is being able to, oh, I have a flight booked. I don't have time to, for most people, they can't book a driver, have the driver there at their convenience, take them to the airport so they don't got to worry about finding the parking, dropping them off. You have TSA prep, you have clear, you get through all, you don't even got to wait in the 2 hour line. That is convenience. It's not about having money to go buy the bags and the luxury stuff, but it's just the convenience, the freedom, the options, the opportunities, the connections, the resources. Oh my goodness. Once you start being exposed, it's just like, how can I continue to become a higher level myself, a higher level me, so I can continue to reach those areas, so I can continue to have access. I like to call it access, but it's the free things that people aren't willing to do, right? Because if you had to pay for it, you'd probably do it. So like you paid for a course, so like you show up to the course. You paid for a Zoom, so you show up for the Zoom call. But you didn't have to pay for the meditation. You didn't have to pay for the personal development. You didn't have to pay to study personality types to understand different people so you can be better at relationship building. You don't have to pay to go on a walk. You don't have to pay to go do some ab workouts. You don't have to pay to go do some squats. You don't have to pay to drink water. But that's why, a lot of people aren't getting to where they need to go because it's the free things that we have to do first, you guys. It's the free things that we have to master first. You guys follow me okay? Drop some fire in the chat if you guys are following me okay. It's the free things, you guys. I know I hate the church beef, right? Sorry, I'm reading your comments. Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are liking this. It's the free things. And honestly, you guys, I wasn't planning on going in that direction, but something on my heart to said to go in this direction, and I just went this direction. Like this was not a part of today's call, like at all. Like it was not at all. But I just believe it's so important to understand these things, to be able to master the other physical things, like the things that we can actually touch. Like we can actually touch the money, right? We can actually touch the bank statement that shows 40 grand deposit 1 month. We can touch the car. We can touch our partners. We can touch our phones. We can touch ourselves. But like it's the free things that we can't touch, that we can't really see, that the people aren't willing to do. And I promise you guys, if you every day do the practice, like we just dropped, it's inner work. It is inner work. It's inner work. And the inner work is sad because you become more aware, but it is also beautiful. It's like beautiful and sad. I don't know. And if you can relate, but you'll know what I mean because like it's sad, but a good sad. It's sad because it's like nobody sees what I see. Now I get what Damon be talking about. Now I get what such and such be saying. Wow, like, oh, like I want to help everybody, but like it's sad because not everybody's catching on to the free things. Wow, that was amazing. I absolutely love that. So let's get back to our training now. You guys ready? So I believe that this is the learning and I believe this is the earning phase. I believe that, as I told you guys in the beginning of the call, we're getting paid to learn. We don't want to wait to learn everything, right? We want to take action while we're learning. So I believe every conversation, like every no, every phone call, it's shaping us for like our success here, right? All of us have been in the business. We know how the business works, or we're like literally just getting started. But every conversation, every no, it's just going to be shaping your success. I believe in progress over perfection, family. I believe that we will grow by doing, not by sitting or training forever, right? So what I mean by that and moving on from that is I believe that it's imperative to understand that we have to show up, we have to plug in as a new agent, as a continued agent. If we haven't even, let's say we haven't made six figures in the industry yet, but we made some money. Beautiful. But we still want to show up, plug in, and stay close, right? So that means we want to get on all the agency team calls. The most consistent agent wins, not the best agent, not the most handsome agent, not the most fittest agent, the most consistent agent. So I believe it's so important that you must ask questions, you must get mentorship, and don't isolate yourself. Winners stay close to the fire, you guys. I don't believe in doing anything solo. Now, when I say winners stay close to the fire, if I know that this person has produced consistently this much money every single month, I want to be on every call. I want to be on fly. I want to be on a fly on the wall every single room they're in. I want to have side conversations with them as much as I can. I want to ask them questions. Like, I don't want to just, hey, or I want to ask questions, like real legitimate questions that could allow me to say, okay, now I know what to do. I asked that person. I know what to do. Now I'm going to do it. I was queen of you guys, I was queen of following and copying. I saw a woman that just had high level of success and she was reading a book, I would go read the book. I saw a woman that like she said every morning she does meditation, I would meditate. She listened to a specific audio and I would listen to the same audios. So, like if you guys see, for example, you know how like our uplines, our mentors, people we paid into, you know how they'll post YouTube videos in our chats and be like, check this out. That person that sent that video, they listened to it. And that's why they sent it. They're not going to send something they never listened to, but something about that video trained their mind, helped them learn something, and delivered them from something. So I would want to go listen to the same video as them because I want to listen to what they're listening to. I want to feed my ears what they're feeding their ears. I want to eat the same food they're eating. Like, I want to get up in the morning, shower, do my personal hygiene the way they do it. Not literally, guys. You guys know what I mean, right? Like, I'm not being literal. But, winners stay close to the fire. You don't want to be that person that is a know-it-all. Being a know-it-all will keep you broke. I'm gonna tell you guys this. Being a high ego, a person with ego is gonna keep you broke. Um, yeah, you may have made six figures. Okay, cool. But can you hit a million? Can you hit two? Can you do multiple six figures? Did you only do the 100,000? Did you do the 200? Like what type of six figures we talking here? There's different kinds. There's like 200,000, you have a quarter of a million, then you have half a million. Like those are different levels of figures we talking. So it's like understanding that winners stay close to the fire. Don't try to be the person to do this solo because there's always another level and you can't have ego. I'm gonna tell, I know there's a lot of ladies on this call. The reason why, and this is no disrespect to men at all, but there's a lot of men that may have been in the industry the same amount of time as me or longer. And the reason why I was able to come in a year and outdo them, no disrespect, is because I didn't have an ego. A lot of men, they don't want to be told what to do by another man, especially. So, as women, we have more opportunity because we don't live in ego. We have it, but it's not a trait that we carry. We're more feminine. I feel like ego can be more like a masculine trait, like I'm the best, I'm that, can't tell me. But it's like us women, we're more willing to listen. We're more, really? Okay, sure. We're more submissive, aren't we? Right? Guys aren't. So, with all that being said, become submissive to the system, period. I don't know how else to tell you. Some people might look at you like funny or call it weird or whatever they say or you kiss butt. No, there's not none of that. Like they say like you're an ass kisser, like you just be up somebody's butt, like that's that terminology, like that's not what it is. It's literally like just I want what you have and I'm willing to put my ego down. But I also be like feel like a real if you're a leader, if you define yourself as a person that's a leader, you'll also understand when it's time to follow. Real leaders know when it's time to follow, and that includes men. Real leaders know when it's time to follow as a man or as a woman, right? And in the profession we are in, ladies, we have to be leaders. Now, with your man and at home with your husband and your partner, you don't have to be the leader. That can be turned all the way off, right? It's not business and personal. This is just business we're talking. And if I want to be able to lead and build something big, I have to learn how to lead. I have to learn how to make decisions, but I also have to know when it's time to follow. I have to know when it's time to say, I don't have all the answers. Let me follow them, right? So I want you guys to know that money follows like the activity here, right? So as you guys know, or if you've talked to me before, I'm really big on like following systems. Like our calls that we have Monday through Thursday. I'm really big on going through the onboarding. I'm really big on new agent training. I'm really big on plugging into the system. If you guys plug into the system, it will limit the amount of questions you have. If you guys stay close to the fire, it'll limit the amount of confusion you have, right? If you plug in one day but not the next or next day, and then you plug in the wind, like like that's confusing. You're not close to the fire, like, and I would want you to be my man. You know why? Because I want to see my man every day, not just once a day, not just every 3 days. I want to see my man every day. I don't have a man. I want to see him every day, and he might be busy. I'm busy too. I still want to see you, right? So if this business is your man or your lady or your baby, why are you showing up for every blue moon? Why are you not nourishing it, feeding it, treating it right, cutting the business's toes, cutting toes, giving it pedicures? Why aren't you loving on the business the way you would love on your partner? I'm just being honest. This is your baby. This is your gateway to freedom, you guys. This is your gateway to turn things around. I don't know if you guys believe me, but I was literally like, I was never broke, right? I was never broke. I've always had love. I've had family. I've had my children. I've never been broke, but financially, I was broke. Okay. And I know it might be hard to believe for some. Like, how, Caitlin? I don't believe that. Yes, I was. I didn't live this life. I struggled. Like, I struggled. I've cried. I've had high amounts of anxiousness and anxiety and depression. Literal, well, I don't claim it, but the way I was acting, your girl was depressed. She was. Because I just felt like I couldn't get it out of I was like running in these evil like circles and I'm like, I just want to get out. Like, I just want to get out of this circle. Like I feel like it's just nothing's working out around me. And it was all meant to work that way for a reason. Um, you know, I believe that even at this stage, you guys, you will always, understand that it's just another level that you'll always have to identify and overcome and be, right? Like, for example, finally you figure out how to make 5,000 a month from life insurance. You make 5,000, then you're like, wait, that was kind of too easy. Like, can I do the 10? Like now you're pressuring yourself to go for 10. And then you're like, okay, I did 10 now. Huh? That 10,000 is the new bare minimum, right? And then now you're like, okay, I do 2,000. Can I get to 15? Like it's always another level. So even unlocking the mental levels and freeing yourself from depression and freeing yourself from anxiety and freeing yourself from hurt and pain, all of those things, there's always another level to free ourselves from. It's going to be a constant stage and working of progress. But if I can identify that now and slingshot myself forward by understanding all the things that I need to do mentally, physically, the free things, right? The things that we can't really see, but also I do have to work on the things that I can touch too. But the free things are more important, right? So back to understanding, guys, money follows activity here in the life insurance industry. So our systems that I was talking about, our Zoom calls that I was telling you about, the training I was telling you about, like literally following the system. If you feel like you're not having the success you desire, follow the system, show up to the system, right? The more people that we can help, the more money we can make. It's extremely simple. But I want you guys to understand, like, the money will be made easily, but if you can first identify that I have to follow the systems, I have to show up, right? And the more people I help, the more money I will make. So if I can know how to track my activity, show up to the Zoom meetings, so I'm not lost, so I'm not confused, and looking at my mentor like it's their fault. It's not my fault that you didn't show up. I'll be the one to tell you, okay? I don't know about them. I'll tell you. Straight up, right? I love you guys, but I ain't have it easy and sugar coated to me. So what make you think I was sugar coated to you? I had it hard, and that's why I'm tough. You guys want to be tough, you might need to get it a little hard too. I'm just kidding. You guys get what I mean. Like sometimes you just gotta hear it a little harder. You know, you can't. It's gonna be no, it's not gonna be okay. I'm not the. It's not gonna be okay if you stay there. I ain't gonna lie to you, honey. It's mama. It's not gonna be okay, honey. We gotta get out of this. No motion with business. Motion out of business. It's hard though. It takes a certain level of mental strength, and that's gonna come from the free things you start working on every single day. Right? So, mindset, guys, I'm telling you, it's going to make or break you. You're not here to just try this out or treat it like your, hobby. You want to treat it like a new career, not a side hustle. This ain't a side hustle. I didn't do 6 figures in 5 months for making this a side hustle, right? Like, you have to go all in. Remember, slingshot yourself forward. Go all in now. Like, I would rather go all in June. So when December's here, I can be way more in a better position. Like, I don't like for so long, it would be so hard for me to understand like why people don't think like that. I would be just want to shake you like that. Like, you're telling me that if you don't, like, you're telling me like you won't sacrifice and just cut everything off right now, just so by December you can be living 6 years ahead financially, all the things, your environment, your home, your city, your town. Like, man, what do we say in the chat? Let's see. I told my clients that there is no feelings in finance, period. Absolutely. We're all human, guys, and humans experience emotions. But if I can just identify that I'm human and identify it's normal, but I can identify there's free things that I can do to help me through it, right? Free things. Even the first 6 months of 2025 has been a game changer. Yes, Cher. Yes, it has. Like my girl Cher, like so proud of you. So proud of you. And the reason why is because like, like Cher, when we got started here, we didn't start off where we're at right now. We weren't dropping policies every day. Like Cher drops a policy like every day. And she just secretly does it. Like sometimes I don't see it because it like happens at like 11 or 8, 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, oh, she just snuck a policy in, But to see her progress as a nurse, somebody who was a registered nurse, who made a commitment to say, you know what? Yeah, I went to school. I went to college. I love my career. I love helping families, but I'm going to sacrifice and commit here and change my life because I don't want to work forever. I do want time freedom. I do want to make the same amount of income I make in a week, in a day, in a month, in a week, you know? So to be able to transition like that and to be able to even be promoted, 3 levels into the contract, as somebody who's never done entrepreneurship, as somebody who just wanted to make everybody around her proud, as somebody who has a heart and has a love and wants to win in her own way, and to see her transition and to see her fight off all the battles that was trying to pull her down. Like there was things trying to pull her down. Like she was trying to rise up, right? She was rising up and there was things literally doing this as she's trying to and she's it was literally like that. And to see her say, like, just get off me, break every chain, and just keep rising and rising and rising and rising and rising and rising. And the beautiful thing is we're only 6 months into the year. Cher's gonna be like by December. She's gonna be up to the moon, right? So Sherilyn, I'm very proud of you. Very publicly proud of you. And this is literally only the beginning. Like there's so much more ahead of you. So much more. And I'm so proud of you. I believe our mindset will make or break us, right? Rejection is normal in this business, you guys. Remember, I was talking about like we're not treating it like a career, like I mean, like a side hustle or hobby. But understanding, yes, we're going full time in, but can you handle rejection? Mm, it's getting rejected is kind of tough. It's hard. Being in sales, like, don't tell me no. I don't like being told no. I just don't like being told no in general. Like, I get everything I want. For me, I do it though, right? I made sure I had it like that. I didn't expect somebody to give me everything I wanted. I went out and made sure I could get everything I wanted. So when somebody tells me no, whoo, that's hard. Because I go out there and make sure I get everything that I want. But can you deal with rejection? Because rejection is normal, right? Don't take it personally. Um, Take it professionally in the business. From your clients to agents to other people, just rejection is rejection. Don't be so in our feelings with rejection. Know that I'm coming into this to prepare for a high level of rejection. Okay. Now, I want you guys to understand that you coming into this, like you have to believe really big, right? Because you are building freedom. You're not just selling policies. This is bigger than me selling a policy. Way bigger. Way bigger. If that's what it was all about, mm, I wouldn't be here if it was just about selling policies. This is about people. I believe in helping other people. Now, don't confuse my believing in helping other people with babying you through this business because I got two kids. Let me tell you guys something. I'm gonna tell you, I got two little boys that I have to take care of and baby and clean and cook for and make sure there's food on the table for and there's air in the house for and they can play all the games they want and extra. I got children. You are my children. None of you guys. You're not Damon's children and you're not Michael and Jalen's children. But I will let you know that if you could just do the things and lock in, not look to the left, not look to the right. Because what happens is I'm telling you, hey girl, this is exactly, hey guy, this is what we do. And then like in 2 seconds, you're like, hey guys, my bad. Yeah, I just got off, this other thing. So let's get back over here. So what we doing? Okay. You totally forgot about the hey, this is what we're doing because you're over here and you're not all in. And then when your uplines and your leaders can tell because they ain't a fool, because we've been there. We try to fool people. We're selling. You're talking to a person that sells. I could sell a pen to a homeless person. Give me that dollar out your pocket. You guys didn't know that, did you? So you can't really fool like people in sales. Like it's gonna be hard to like lie to us and fool us because like we're really good at discerning and all the things. So what I mean by that is you're building bigger. You want to build. You want to believe bigger, right? And you're not just selling policies. Sometimes rejection is protection. That's right, Jatasia. Absolutely. I'm thankful for all the times I've been rejected. Mm. Lord protected me from so many things, from personal rejection to business rejection. I've been very protected. I love that, Jatasia. So we're going to talk about using our upline, right? But don't wait on them. Please don't wait on me. Don't wait on me. Leverage your leader, right? Leverage your leader to help you close families, right? So we're going to leverage our leader to help us close deals, but you have to stay in motion. You have to stay in motion. So when Mike and Jalen and Damon was helping me out, you think they was babying me? Mike and Jalen ain't even a parent. They don't even know what it's like to be a daddy, to even know what it's like to nurture a child, right? They know how to nurture businesses and partners. You know what I mean? But that, no. I love them to death. I'm a mom, though. It's a big difference. I got two of them. Big difference. I got babies. I got these little boys. I gotta nourish. I gotta nourish them. I gotta make sure they're very nourished. And I gotta nurture them and I gotta provide for them. Like it's a different type of spirits. So again, leverage your leader, but stay in motion. So yes, I leveraged Jalen and Mike, but I had to stay in motion. That I had to. And I can't expect them to know what it's like because I can't help that I had a kid at 18 and 19. That's not their fault. Me and Jalen and them are the same age, dang near. They're a little older, but they just haven't experienced that yet. And that's fine, right? I love how they're doing life the right way. I love how they're waiting for marriage. I love how they're courting women to make sure they're picking the right woman. Best believe Jalen might get the wrong girl. Big sis K coming. Big little sis K. Not all jokes aside, though, we're here to guide you guys, not to carry you. I can't carry you. It's already a lot of weight your girl carried through the years. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mama, but I just can't. I can't. But I can push you. Mm. I can give you a little push. I can tell you what you need to hear. I won't sugarcoat with you. I hate being sugarcoated. Please don't sugarcoat life to me. Life was sugarcoated to me, and that's why I ended up in some of the situations I ended up in. I don't want to be sugarcoated. Tell me what's up and tell me what's real so I know what to avoid, so I know what to go after, right? That comes with the business too. What do I need to avoid, Caitlin? And what do I need to go after? Mike and Jalen? Ownership is the fast track. You're the CEO now. You are the CEO, right? You're the CEO. Ownership is the fast track. Take ownership. Me, Jalen, Mike, Damon, whoever your leaders are, we're looking to see who's gonna take ownership. We're looking to see who got that dog in 'em. We're looking to see who's gonna step up. We're looking to see who's going to just hold on, wait a second, who is that? Because you don't get to find that often. And when we find that, we take it in and we nurture the heck out of it because it's very deserving. It's very deserving. So, as a new agent, I want you guys to understand, and as a brand new in your first 6 months, even in first 30 days, first 60 days, it, it's it's important for you to understand these are the most important days of your career. I don't know how else to tell you. Not because you have to be perfect, but because they set the tone. They set the tone. You don't have to know it, but all you have to do is show up, stay consistent, and stay coachable. That's it. Every great agent you admire, if you admire me or if you admire somebody else, whoever that person is, we once felt unsure. I once felt super unqualified. Super unqualified. Oh gosh, I felt very overwhelmed. But I just chose to stay consistent. I chose to stay coachable. I chose to keep going. So don't count yourself out. Don't count yourself out. You may not be where you want right now. You may have a dollar to your name. I don't care what it is. Don't count yourself out. You better lock in with yourself, right? You take ownership over your life. Take ownership. Take ownership over your life because remember, we once felt unqualified. I once felt, I was like, Lord, I've been doing this entrepreneurship thing for 3 years now. Am I ever going to touch 6 figures in a year, Lord Jesus? But the Lord said it wasn't time. But He said, now it's time. I qualified myself. I took ownership. You can't tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Because, yeah, I went through a lot. I've experienced life. I did the inner work. I sacrificed. Oh, your girl sacrificed. I mean, no offense to anybody but to be 26, two kids, very successful, no man in the picture. I mean, God, you got to be really focused because the average 26-year-old is partying in their 20s, 21, 22, 23, getting drunk, getting high, not learning. They stopped learning in high school. They stopped reading. The last time they picked a book was a week before graduation. And I went through the phase of locking in. It was depressing because I got to see everybody else having fun and exploring life. And here I am disciplining myself. Here I am locking in. Here I am sacrificing. But now it's paid. It all pays off, right? So remember, you're not building policies, you're building freedom, you're building impact, and you're building a legacy. Freedom for you, an impact for you, and a legacy for you. We have to go all in because when you move with purpose, the results always follow you guys. That's it for you guys. Happy Saturday. Do we want to end out with any questions, comments, concerns, or feedback? Any questions, comments, concerns, or feedback? The live dialogue session is open this Saturday. Make some money. Go make $1,000 real quick and go about the rest of your day. Go try to make a quick $600 real quick and go about the rest of your day. Go try to make a quick 3K real quick. I don't know, whatever you want to go for. Make some money real quick. Go about the rest of your day. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your.
Hey, Kayla.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Donovan. Question for you. What does your day look like? Do you have any time? Maybe carve out like 30 minutes. I want to chat with you.
Yeah. Let me look. Hold on. Let me see.
Sorry, I'm in the gym right now, just finishing up. I'm about to get out of here.
Yeah, so I actually do have I have my appointment is at 12, so I have from now until 12.
All right. Okay. I'll give you a call here in about 15 minutes. That work?
Yeah, perfect.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for showing up today. Live dial session is open. Go in. Go take care of your heart, take care of your mind. You are the person that you have to take control over. Take ownership. So much love to you, ladies. Y'all take care.